Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Where Love Touches People. Today, we have another two special guests. And the theme is... Andrew, can you help me with the theme today?
So today we'll be talking about parenting styles.
Wow, that sounds very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about how the perfect parents might not be exist. But we believe that each parent has their own parenting style.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, we want to each of you to share your parenting style and what can you learn together. So, let's welcome Bang Rocky and Yeni. Woohoo!
Woo!
So maybe for Bang Rocky, Yeni, maybe some of the listeners don't really know you guys yet. Do you mind introducing yourselves? Maybe we'll start with Bang Rocky.
Yes, I can. Thank you. Thank you again for this wonderful opportunity. For those who don't know me, my name is Rocky. I'm originally from Batak, Rocky Lumbanradja. That's my full name. Been living in Australia since early 2006, so just over 15 years now. I'm married, and we have 3 children. The first one is a boy. His name is Joshua. He's 17, nearly 18. Second one, Bania. She is nearly 13. And Tobias, number 3, nearly 5. So they're all born in July.
Wow, all of them born in July?
Introduction.
It's a planned one.
They're all born in July, yeah.
It's easy to organize their birthdays, yeah?
I know, just put it all together.
One party, 3 presents.
Wow.
Wow, easy.
That's right. So the present's still the same, but cake is only one. For saving there.
Okay. Thank you, Bang. Yeni?
Hi, my name is Yeni. I'm a mom of 2 kids. My eldest one is turning 10 in a couple of months, and my second one is 8 years old. They are in grade 4 and grade 3. They are 20 months apart, but because of the cutoff date of the school year, so they're only 1 school year apart. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So, tell us how close you are with your children, rated within 1 to 10. 10 being the closest. Do you reckon you know them all by heart, like 10? Like Yeni, maybe?
I think I know them quite well enough. I would say maybe 9 or 10, because I spend most of my time every day with them.
Okay.
I'm helping out at their school, so I know who their friends are at school, and I'm very involved in their dance school as well, and always help on the backstage. So I know who their dance friends are, their dance friends' mums. So every day, and help them with their homeworks. I organize their play dates and everything, and I spend like my times with them at home. So my every day, it's just spending my time with them.
So I can expect you also dancing with them in your free time.
Yeah, sometimes, but you don't want to see that.
And Bang Rocky, how do you feel about your kids and your closeness with them?
This is actually a little bit tricky question. I feel like as they grow older, they know more about life, and it's becoming more, from my observation, it can be a distant start presenting, if you know what I mean. So when they were very young, in primary school age, from baby to primary school age, I can say very close, maybe 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
As they grow older, They feel a bit more mature. They feel a little bit more uncomfortable when we are surround them sometimes, you know. And we feel like, I think we start having a little bit of distance here. And it's again, it makes us to start thinking how to embrace them more in a little bit different way, if you know what I mean. So before that, when they were young, you know, they get closer to us. I think when they grow older, we have to be more closer to them. I think
Yeah.
it's a bit different. Yeah. So I think in average,
In average, yeah.
7 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like when they're young, just like my kids, my children, they're still young. They're still in primary school, and I think to them it's mom still knows everything. Like they still think like, oh, mom is very smart and everything. But as they grow
Yeah.
older, when they step into the teenager, high school, or when they meet more people, they'll probably think that, oh, my mom is actually not that smart. And they'll probably
that's
they'll
right.
feel uncomfortable maybe having like parents around them when
Yeah.
they are with their friends.
Yeah.
Not so much at my children's age at this stage.
Yes,
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
Yep. So it sounds to me that the both of you are still quite close to your children at this stage. Do you guys know what they're into these days?
My daughters, especially my eldest one, she's, both of them, they do lots of dancing, so they don't have a lot of free times. They dance from Monday to Thursday. They dance about more than 10 hours a week. So after dance, they will have to do their homeworks. They have to read a book because that's part of their homeworks. And that is not including if they have performances on the weekend or the dance competitions and all the other activities. So weekend is the time where we normally do homework. But if she has free time, she will be on YouTube, watch Karina. I know she loves watching Karina. Even it's just watching Karina playing games, which I think is so lame. Like, why are you sitting there watching someone playing games? I don't understand. But she enjoys it. And she's, because they have this Minecraft education at school. And so she's onto it too now, like building blocks, building her names using blocks. And
So, is it a part of the curriculum in school?
it's, the teacher was saying that it's not a homework, but it's something additional for them, that something that they can do if they have a free time.
Oh, so it's like a recommended for them, maybe
Yes.
to like build their own like
Yes.
creativity and
Yes,
things
because
like
she
that.
is
Wow.
doing an e-learning class. So all their classes, they're using a laptop now. So she has to carry her laptop every day to school. So this is one of the apps that they install in the laptop, in
Okay.
the school laptop. Yes.
Wow.
So cool. Like, I never thought that Minecraft would get into schools.
Yeah,
Right.
they call it Minecraft education.
Wow.
Yes. Yep.
What about you, Bang Rocky? What are your kids into these days?
Maybe TikTok or maybe Instagram, social
Oh, these
media.
days.
Yeah.
Well, they're a bit different, huh? The eldest one interested in playing a bit of online games, and he goes to library quite often now for some. So
That's
I
good.
hope that he's studying.
I'm sure
Yeah,
they
I
are.
trust it. And my daughter, well, she loves studying. She loves talking to her friends online, and also playing some games. I think Minecraft or something like that. And my little one, my youngest one, he loves he loves playing cars. He loves going to the playground. He loves doing a few different things. He's the most busiest kid in the family. Is so yeah, they are a bit different. So it's a bit challenging to get them together, you know, to play together. So it's a bit tricky.
I see. Talking about challenges, what do you think your current challenges to raise these kids, like with three different ages, and what do you think your current challenges with them?
Um, so start from the first one because he's nearly 18. The challenge is, as you know, so many, yeah, you name it, so many temptations that you can say, you know, in terms of, you know, how to educate them about drugs, about sex, about money, about how to be a good Christian, you know, and it's not really, yeah, it's not really that easy because I have observed when they were primary school, they go to Sunday school, they get taught about a lot of Bible stories and praise and worship, and as they grow older, it's becoming more challenging because so many worldly things start coming in, and it's a bit different to what they were compared to where they were in primary school age. So that's a challenge for us. I think is different way to teach them as they grow older. We just have to be a little bit more patient, and in the middle school or primary school age, it's okay because they're still coming to you, and it's not really, I mean, it's a bit fun, you know.
Yeah.
It's a bit more fun, and with Toby now, it's a lot more fun, but we find Toby is a little bit different to Joshua and Fania. He's a bit more active. He's got more energy. He's got more demand. So it's yeah. We three have different challenges. That's why we sort of. Yeah, we have this discussion actually, me and my wife, how to do this, you know, every week. Sort of we talk about on the road. Maybe we have to try this. Maybe we have to try this. So as they grow older, you know, and yeah, it's really encouraging us to find a better way to teach them, you know, to raise them.
Well, then I think when you have like growing kids, you need to have like a different style of like parenting as well, because they have like different environment, they have different friends, and then you have like a different set of control as well. And yeah, it might be different with you, Chieni, because you have like a lot younger kids as well.
Yeah, so my challenges is probably nothing compared to Bang Rocky challenges. But nowadays the kids are more matured compared to back when I was little. I probably know nothing when I was still in primary school. But like one day my daughter came home and saying that, "Oh, Mom, do you know that you don't need to have a husband to have a
Wow.
kids?" I said,
Wow, that's
where did you hear that from?
question.
This, my friend, this and this. Her mom has her when she was very young and she wasn't married back then. So that's one thing. And then there's another thing. It's like, "Oh, Mom, do you know that boy? He actually has 2 moms and 2 dads." And yeah, so it's all the stuff. And then there was one time too. There are lots of yeah. So because of the current changes around the world and things that they exposed to, and some of their friends, they have the older siblings, so things that they heard from their older siblings, and then they tell their friends, and that's how they get exposed to. Like Emily, she's only 8. She heard about all this story. Oh, so you don't need to have a husband to get a kid. You can actually have mom, and then you can have a son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very
So-
different to our generation back then.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So I guess it sounds like the challenge for you partly is because of the changing, I guess, culture around you.
Yeah. I think this is all the challenges that all parents will face. Like, yeah. So with all the changes, so we we just have to, what I did was I just try to draw them back, tell them like back to the Bible. This is what God created us. So just go back to the Bible, go back to, what men and women are supposed to be. We're created, what our purpose is. Well, but like just what Bang Rocky said, like it's easier when they're in primary school because they still listen to all this. They're more innocent, they're more pure and everything. As they grow older, I think there will be more challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Bang Rocky? Does your kids ever like mention about all these things to you?
Yes, definitely. Yes. They become very, what do you call it?
Curious?
Critical.
Critical, yeah.
Yeah. That argumentation style kind of conversation start coming more into communication. I think you'll find a lot of more fun coming as they grow older.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes we have to scratch our head to find the answer.
Yeah. You can see, why my hair keep getting more gray hair.
Oh my goodness, Bang. Yeah, so it sounds like there is a necessity to go back to the biblical roots, yeah? But what about your heritage, your roots and your heritage? Do you still keep your Indonesian culture at home? Yeni, maybe?
Yeah, Robin and I, we still speak Indonesian at home. Like even though that the kids are more exposed to English because they speak English at school and they feel more comfortable speaking English at home as well. But because Robin and I, we speak Indonesian at home like every day, so they still understand. So sometimes Robin and I was talking, we were discussing something, and suddenly the girls can just reply it. I was like, what? So they actually understand, like, even though that they don't speak. Yeah, but
they just prefer to talk in English because they are more comfortable with it. Yeah.
Yes, and we still have we eat Indonesian food because Robin's favorite food is Indonesian food, and and we almost like because Robin doesn't like those pasta and all those stuff. Yeah,
Just like my dad.
Just like your dad. Yeah, so Robin is like that, and then my firstborn child is like that too.
Oh, she likes Indonesian food?
She likes Indonesian food. She likes Asian food.
Wow, that's good.
If you say tonight's dinner, it's lasagna, and then you'll say, why? Can we have something else?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still prefer Indonesian food.
Yeah.
How about you, Bang Rocky?
Yeah, very similar to Yeni. We try as much as we could to keep to keep our native culture in the family. A little bit challenging because me and my wife, we come from different tribes. I'm from North Sumatra, my wife from South Sulawesi, but yeah, we, in terms of more culture, is probably more from my family that we need to adapt. We need to introduce to them. It's yeah, it's not really that easy, but we do. Well, we've done a few different things, just like language, our tribe language. We introduce to them some common tribe language. What do you say in Bataknis? If you want to eat, or if you want to sit, something like that. And also, how do you call tante? How do you call how do you call uncle? And how to do few different things. That's that what we normally do as Bataknis. So yeah, that's sort of I think some positive value, a good value that we think of worth introducing to our children. And yeah, we still try to do that, and we strongly yeah, encourage them to keep those values and bring this in their life.
Yeah, I think one significant cultures that we have that is different from the Australian culture is we don't call our friends' parents' name. Yeah, we call
That's
we
right.
call then the name, or if the mom is the tante something.
Yeah.
So and then I
That's
remember we used to call, so even if it's with another Asian family, I'll ask my girls to call like auntie, whoever the name is. And then there was one time my girls' dance friends, who is an Australian, and she was like, "What? Why do you call her auntie? Is she your auntie?" Yeah, so that's one of the cultures that we still keep. Like we don't call someone because we just being respectful. So I explained to my girls like in Australian we can call your friend's parent as name, but not in our culture, not in Indonesian. So we always call someone uncle something or auntie something. So
That's right.
that's our culture.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, and I will probably have to teach my children that way as well. So it's good being respectful to elderly like that. Okay. So, being a parent, you have a father, you have a mother. How do you divide the parenting style between you and your spouse, Gianni?
Because for me, because Robin is working, he's working in IT. He has not you can say that it's flexible hours, but it's also like a non-fixed hours. So, and he's always busy with his work. So, and being a stay-at-home mom, I could say that I take all the parenting roles. Because the kids, I spend more times with the kids as well, so I know what they're dealing with. I know what's struggling that they are facing. So I would say that I'll do more of the things, but if there's some big challenges or if there's anything that big decisions that we have to make, I will discuss with Robin. But most of the things like, yeah, I'm being the maid, I'm being the driver, I'm being the cook, I'm being everything, like doing, helping them with their homeworks, helping them to get ready for their, make sure that they can, they have all the stuff that they need for dance, for all the stuff they need for schools. Yeah.
So, well, kids, if you're listening to this podcast, so don't forget to respect your parents.
Do you know, there was one time that my girls told me like, Mom, I don't want to have a kids when I grow up. I was like, why? Like, being mom is such a hard work job. Like, it's so tiring, Mom. Because she saw me like, I do all the stuff with them. And their dance teacher always said that, you have to respect your mom, she's done so much for you and all this stuff.
So those actually making a burden to them. Wow. Interesting.
I don't know, maybe there's something that I do wrong.
No. It sounds like yeah, being a mom is quite challenging, yeah. Always, yeah. What about being a dad, bang? What about your end?
Yeah, I think there's no such thing as a hard rule, which one has to do what, which one has to not do what. We try to sort of working together in terms of raising them, make sure one is not too close to one is not that close to mom or dad. Make sure we have the same closeness to mom and dad. But there's always one is closer to each other. But I think it's just a matter of how we want to embrace them. But the division is not really that. It's not really that obvious. It's probably more on the physical duties, like when the kids are at home, mom will take care of everything, and when I'm at home, I'm trying to take over some of the burden because she was already doing it most of the things when the kids were at home with mom. So we try to relieve a little bit burden. If I don't do that, then my wife will not cook. Then we don't eat, don't have any food on the table. So we'll get into trouble. So there's a bit of teamwork going on there. So when I'm at home, I try to take my part, and when I'm at home, then my wife take my part. And I think it's just some cooperation that we try to make it happen, I guess.
Yeah. So it sounds like task-wise, there is quite like a clear-cut division, but maybe in terms of parenting itself, like both of you, like as a mom and a dad, you guys, I guess, perform your roles as parents, yeah? Yeah. Outside of tasks, maybe something that's a bit more challenging. What are big decisions for children? Who makes the final call between mom and dad?
You can be honest, G, it's okay.
No. Yes. No, I'm just thinking. Normally, we will discuss it at home. Like, I like to get the kids to get involved as well, unless it's some things that we plan that it's going to be a surprise for them. Just for example, when we tried to find a school for Anna that time, the prep, we actually I took her to a few schools, and I get her to decide which schools she wants to go. So, and then we talk about it, and then she made the final call. She picked the school, and it's actually not a bad school. It's actually quite a good school. So we were like, okay, all right.
How did she manage to choose which one she likes? Is it based on the school building, maybe the kids, or the extracurricular?
She was still little then. I just feel like the kids will have, it needs to be something that she is comfortable with, because she is the one who is going to school. So it has to be, she feels comfortable. And so I took her to a few schools, and with that school, one of the, it could be, I didn't ask her why, but she was just like, I want to go to this school, because she was still 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old back then. Because we actually decided one school for her. So we enrolled her in a Christian school. So, and I've been telling her that this is your school, this is your big school. And she's like, okay, this is my school, this is my school. And then, but back then Robin and I were actually having a discussion, and we were like, we were discussing about the plan for the kids, for their school, and we're trying to set the budgets for them. And then, because my girls they're still doing a lot of activity outside of school. So Robin was saying that once, he asked me, after they go to school, are you going to stop all these activities, or are you still going to put them into those extra activities outside of school? And I was like, oh, of course I would like to put them, don't stop them I would like to continue. And Robin was like, we probably have to think of something because if we send to the Christian school, it's a private school, we have to pay for school fee, and then plus all these extra activities, and we have 2 girls, and it's like from prep to year 12, and then university, because we have to plan, we have to put it into budget. And we had all these discussions after the girls were in bed, so they didn't know at all about all this discussion. So we were struggling, and we were praying about it. And just out of sudden, and I was like, when we were talking about school again, she was like, oh, I don't want to go to that school, Mom.
Wow.
I was like, what? Because we've been telling her that this is your school, this is your big school, this is your big school. And she was like, oh yeah, this is my school, this is my school. And until one day she was like, I don't want to go to this school. So that's when I took her to a few schools. And one of the reasons I could think of that she picked this school is because she knows a few girls that is in the same dance school that goes to that school, but it's older girls, not her age. And then she performed at that school before, she danced at that school before. So it could be because of that reason, but I let her decide, and then I'll tell her that, okay, all right, that school, because it's a public school, and we are not in a catchment area, means that we can't just enroll into that school.
Okay.
So I find out some information, and then they're saying that, or if you want, you have to come on the open day, and then you have to submit your applications and stuff. And then we came on the school a few days before the open day. That's another story to it, yeah. But, so we told her that, okay, you want to go to this school, okay, we'll enroll you into this school, but so you make sure that you study well, because you see all the things that we have to do so that you can go to this school. So we involve her in the decisions making. And now we are planning for high school, and she is
already,
because she's already in year 4.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's just 2 more years, and if you want to go to a certain high school, you have to. Some of the high school you even have to start from year 3. Actually, now it's a bit late. But yes,
I'm amazed and yet confused.
Yes,
Should I looking for a school for my kids right now?
Yes, some private school, the parents enroll their kids the day when they're born.
Oh, how
Once
about
they're
if
born,
I'm not even pregnant yet?
You can't, because you don't have the day, the birthday.
Yeah, okay.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So yeah, into that extent, because some parents they just want certain school. So yeah, but so now she is thinking of, and she's planning for her high school, and
Wow.
and then she asked me like, what is the best high school, Mom? What is a good school for this and that? And yeah, and then we haven't decided yet which school, but we get her involved to decide what she wants.
Oh, that's really great. And probably it's different parenting style to like other parents as well.
And it depends on the kids too. Like when I speak to some, because when your kids are about year 4 that time, when you talk to other parents, this conversation is just about which high school are they going to.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So, and some of the parents was like, oh, so you're easy because your daughter know what she wants, and because like my child, and especially boy, that's what they say. I don't have boys, so I don't know. Say if it's boy, they have no clue at all. So the parents have to decide for them.
Wait, I'm confused. It's high school here start from grade
7. Yes.
Oh, that's why. I thought it's like, grade 10 and then from
No,
now on.
grade
so it's
7.
Grade 7.
Yes.
So it's a bit different to Indonesian.
No, Indonesia high school is 7 too. Just junior high school
Yeah.
and senior high school.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
Yeah, Wow.
Wow, that's pretty eye-opening.
What about in your family, Bang Rocky? How does the decision-making process happen?
Very similar to Yeni, especially what school. We need to engage them. We need to make sure they are happy with the school that they are going to at school. But many other things. I guess as they grow older, we need to involve them more in making decisions, including, you give the example, just the easy one. Where should we go for holiday? Where should we go to get a new shirt, and where do you want to go get new shoes, and where should we go for lunch, all these simple things. I think the more we involve, the more we engage them, it makes it makes everything easier, for us to do it. So, it'll be happy for us, happy for me, happy for kids. Occasionally, though, I know I still, as parents, if we don't like what they choose, sometimes we feel a bit. I think we need to step in a little bit more here. Come on, But I think for something that is very important, something that has a very critical in terms of value, in terms of urgency, in terms of that's something that we know that as a parent cannot be tolerated, then we have to step in. That will be our decision, and that we need to educate them, and okay, this is it, non-negotiable. So I think there's a few things that we have to make our own decision, but some it's quite a lot too that we can also offer the kids to be involved in making decisions. Especially when they grow older, you just have to give them a little bit more opportunity to make sure they have a say in every decision that we're going to make.
Yeah. What's an example of the non-negotiables?
I think like very simple one, like Joshua started doing part-time job since December, I think, and one time he was asking, what if I get a job on Sunday morning, from 8, or sometimes the stock taking starts 6 o'clock in the morning, before the shop opens.
Yep.
And I just said to him, well, very simple question, very easy question, the answer is no. And I don't think he didn't even try to ask what's the reason. I think he knew why he was asking that question, because every Sunday we go to church together. I think that's it's not about it's Sunday, it's church time. It is about that one, but it's more about we're going out together. This is the moment for us to have a quality time. We go to church, we worship, we learn more about God. I think that's a very important value that will never that will never get forgotten, because that's how I was raised in my family, and I still remember how important it was when my parents taught me. And I think learning from that, there's nothing wrong to do the same thing, and it's good to catch up, once a week with everyone at church that we don't normally do to see them, during weekdays. But that's one of the good examples.
Yeah. So we have this short answer questions that you guys wanna answer. So you just have to say yes or no to my question, and I will ask each of you. So the first one, Bang Rocky, social media for kids, yes or no?
Tough question. Yes, but
yes only. Thank you. Okay, Yeni, yes or no?
Not now.
Not now. Okay, so no. Okay, Bang Rocky. Implementation of reward and punishment for your kids. So rewards and punishment for your kids. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, Cieni. Okay, oh no yet. Okay.
I prefer positive reinforcement, so reward. Yes.
Yes. Okay, next one. Kids staying out at friend's house. Yes or no, Bang Rocky?
No.
Okay. Cieni.
No.
Okay, no. Wow.
That's Robin and I has discussed about this, and Robin said no.
Okay, last question. Bang Rocky. This is might be important to you right now. School is yes or no?
No.
Ooh, Cieni.
No.
Okay, thank you, Bang Rocky, Cieni.
Thank you so much, Bang Rocky. Thank you, Tiani. Thank you for sharing a bit of insight of, I guess, how you guys do your parenting at home, and how you guys, I guess, make your decisions, and how you involve your children in making the decisions as well.
Well, it's a great insight for both of us because we know, like, in 4 or 5 years, we're going to have kids as well.
4 or 5 years already?
Oh, is it too fast for you? But anyway, it's a good learning for us.
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely
thank you once again, Bang Rocky and Cieni.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Thank you, Chapov. Thank you for having us, Andrew. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.